tell you about Palace. Rolling straight to the ceiling, crowns and crystals, top like journeys, dishing out manners. Hold up, South London's grandest, far from bandits. Anything calling for a goal of elevation, just passing the team over here might finish out. Bright future we can't vanish. It's E25 any day, that's scissors. Rev up the engines, no more rivers. Reactions, fan cams, bands on stream. Share up the team, support the dream team when eagles fly, make noise and scheme. Dare to dream or dream to dare, taking a step to become supreme.
Right. Good morning, good afternoon, and good evening to you all, wherever you are, whenever you are. Welcome back to Eagle Eye Football, and welcome back to the Premier League. Oh, it's been a while, hasn't it? Right, first game of the season is set to get underway in just under 15 minutes' time. And we are facing Chelsea at Stamford Bridge. It's not the dream start that we wanted. An easy start would have been nicer, but a brand new Chelsea squad is going to be where we start off our season. A London derby as well, a derby that we haven't won since 2017, so nearly 10 years, 8 years we haven't won against Chelsea at Stamford Bridge. So it's not going to be an easy game to say the least. Big up to everyone who is watching along. Big up to UK Pat. Good to see you in Richard the BBC advert. Yeah. Me doing a questionable reaction. I don't know what I was doing. There was a fair few Ray and nephews had before that was caught by BBC Sport. But big up Pat. Big up to you all. Nate will be joining us very, very shortly. He'll be listening along on the app, so he'll be on, but he won't be watching the game live as I am. At the moment, on the coverage on Sky Sports, Notts Forest. Don't really want to bother them. Yeah, that's right. We did win it 2-1 at Stamford Bridge last time, back in 2017. Zaha and Benteke, the goal scorers. Notts Forest unveiling Amari Hutchinson and James McAtee. Big up to Colin. I am very, very good, mate. I'm very much excited for the start of the season. Oh, it's been too long without actual football to watch. Pre-season's all right. Watching games that don't really concern us are great, but there's nothing that compares to watching Palace. Big up to Davey. Good luck today, Eagles, from a Magpie. Thank you very, very much, my friend. Thank you very, very much. All the best for Newcastle this season as well, as they'll kick on after their 1-1 draw against Aston Villa. Big up to Sean. What's up, mate? Not a lot. Just waiting for kickoff now. And come on, lads, we can beat the Chelsea. It says Colin. Just replying to Rich. Just bear with me, guys. Defense. Last season, both games were 1-1 with Eze in the lineup. Another 1-1 draw seems reasonable to predict. Let's go through the lineups, guys. We'll start with the home team. Chelsea have Sanchez, James, Achimpong, Chalobah, and Cucurella. Ahead of them is Caicedo and Enzo Fernandez. Ahead of them, an attacking three of Gittins, Neto, and Palmer, with João Pedro starting up front. Jorgensen, Gusto, Fafana, Harto, Adugo, Santos, Esteval, George, and Liam Delap on Chelsea's bench. But we want to talk about the Palace lineup. In goal, Gene Henderson. A defence of Chris Richards, Maxence Lacroix, and Mark Gahey. A midfield four of Daniel Munoz, Tyrick Mitchell, Adam Wharton, Will Hughes, Sar, Eze, and Mateta complete the starting 11. On the bench, Walter Martinez, Benitez, Jefferson Lerma, Nathaniel Klein, Romain Esse, Odson Edouard, Werner Sosa, Jezerin Raksaki, Justin Devaney, Rio Cardines. No Daichi Kamada as he is out injured. He doesn't actually make it back uh, before the game. Big up to 3-star Reds who just popping by before his game against Brentford kicks off just to just to wish Palace all the best for today. Signings done, all the discussions on pre-season signings. Now it's time to get the talking done on the pitch. Indeed, sir. Indeed. UK Pat says we can say we have beaten the world champions if we do win. Yes, we certainly can. We'd have said if we win today, that's 3 Champions League winners in a row that we would have beaten. Man City, Liverpool, and Chelsea. Big up to Daniel. Mike sounds awesome. I hope it does. I hope that's not sarcasm. It is a new headset, so hopefully it is okay. I will actually just test it out, and I just let's see how good it is sounding. It is a bit muffled. I do apologise, but I haven't got my normal headset available, unfortunately. So not a lot I can do about that. I'm afraid not a lot I can do. But guys, what are your predictions for today's game? Are we saying it's going to be a good one? Are we saying is it going to be a draw? Maybe a Palace win? Big up yourself, Daniel. Big up yourself, man. I went with a Chelsea win today on the predictions league. Let me just see. I go with I went with a 2-1 Chelsea win. Yeah, I think there might be a bit too much for us. But it's a brand new team with Chelsea practically. A lot of new signings made by the world champions. Actually says 2-1 Chelsea, but it will be close. Sean says, don't know what's going to happen. Only time will tell. Colin, seeming a bit more optimistic, says 2-1 Palace with Mateta and Star scoring for us and João Pedro scoring for Chelsea. It's certainly been a good weekend for debutants. Um, so it could rain good for Chelsea. Says Nicky, are you on the rum and coke again? I am not. I am not. It is just Pepsi. It's just Pepsi in this glass. If we win, maybe there's a bit of rum. Teams are in the tunnel. So what could very well be Bereze's last game as Chelsea are unveiling a World Champions banner. Up to Davies says, not sure about the game. I'm going 1-1. At least you'll definitely win the singing contest in the Chelsea library. You are, of course, right on that, Davy. Big up to Animal says, afternoon, everyone. Not sure what kind of performance we'll see this afternoon. And the comment section is doing a madness. 1 second. There we go. Colin says, we'll have to check on Nicky at the 65th minute to check he's still awake. I'm never living it down. Teams are on their way out. Palace will be playing in the gold away kit. I'm going to call this the away kit. I think this is the away kit going forward. Says, will Gahey and Eze still at Palace for now? Oh, will Gahey? Yeah. No, I think Eze's gone. I think that move to Spurs is pretty much 99.9% done. Uh, Mark Gahey is going to be the more interesting one. Big up to Castro over in Iowa. First watching, welcome, Castro. Welcome very much along. Very happy to have you along with us here today. Hope the weather is nice in Iowa right now, even though I'm not actually sure what the time difference is from London to Iowa. But big up to yourself for joining, mate. If Eze was going, I don't think he starts. Gahey's going to stay. The big question is whether he stays next season. Um, that's the interesting thing. I think if we can guarantee ourselves a top 10 finish, maybe with a decent enough run in the Conference League, excuse me, maybe even win the Conference League, I think it could persuade Gahey to stay. But that's just me. I think Ebbs is going, yeah, I think it's pretty much done, mate. Big up to the one and only Tim. Can't watch the game, but he is listening in. What happened in the 65th minute? Don't say something ridiculous. Just like, um, yeah, yeah. Hot and humid. 6 hours earlier. So, oh, blimey. Good morning then to you, Castro. No sleeping on the job after that. And Tim saying, welcome to Castro. It was over in Colorado. I didn't know about it as they needed an inhaler. So there will be a 1 minute silence before the game starts, in memory of the dearly departed losses that football suffered earlier this summer. And the club, interesting, did put out a tweet announcing that and said that to make sure, just telling fans to make sure they're in their seats for this one. Patrick asks, with Eze out after this game, who's coming in? El Canoes, definitely an option. I think the club are in negotiations with Leicester for that. And then there's Zolas from Club Bruges, who is rumoured to be in negotiations as well to join. So two players could be replacing Ebera Eze. Ketcher says he's hitting a Red Bull. Good man. On the referee's whistle. And there is the minute silence done for Diego Jota and Andre Silva. At this time, it is nice to welcome back Nathan to Eagle Eye Football, even though he's called Nick. So give me a second. I will just change that for him. There we go. Nate, you're going to be listening along with us here today. Nice to actually do a live stream. I'm not on my own. That's quite nice.
Yeah.
We are underway, guys. Underway. Let's see if I can't find.
On charge. Might be a good
find
idea. Well in, Richards. Well in. Well in. Corner to Chelsea.
I think you're just ahead of me now.
Okay, if that's the case, then I won't spoil anything.
Yeah, because I'm only watching on Now TV, which will be a bit.
Yeah,
behind.
you're definitely going to be behind if it's Now TV.
I've gone with a 2-1 win for Chelsea. I think there'll be too much for us in the end, but I do think it's a close game. Nate, on predictions league, you've gone with a 2-1 win for Chelsea as well. Any thinking behind that?
Just form. I mean, the fact that it's been, what is it now, close to 8 years since we last won away at the Bridge. Can't see it, to be honest. But get a hard game out of the way first, or a tough game out of the way first, should I say, just in case someone tries to pause me, and focus on the Forest game and the playoff game. But yeah, I had to back Chelsea in this, but I'm just happy that Spurs came good for me on the predictions league. So I'm off to a better start than I was last season. I'll say that much.
There we go. Pat, I'm just on 3 minutes as of right now. I've just seen Chelsea take their first corner of the game as Sarr heads the ball off the line. Pick up Tim. He says, we'll somehow win this game. It would be the Palace way. I'll take a win. I'm happy to always be wrong when it comes to predicting a Palace loss. A second corner for Chelsea.
Hey, come on, Sarr. Come on. He's having a wonderful game so far.
Referee urges a play on.
It sounds like Chelsea were looking for a foul there, but referee said nothing. Thank God.
Didn't have any passing lane.
Okay, 2 players down injured. This isn't good. One 0 Forest, by the way.
Mm-hmm. Clash of heads between Chris Richards. I think that's Trevor Chalobah, who he's just knocked heads with there.
I think it was Richards and Jamie Gittins. That's what it's saying on the Premier League app when I just checked it there.
Okay, I stand corrected.
I'm not saying it is for a fact, but I'm just going by what it says on the app.
Okay, okay. Good switch of the play there from Reece James, but Gittins can't get it under control. Goes up for a Palace goal just inside our own half. Palace fans in fine voice today. Free kick to Palace.
Tim saying as weird as the summer it's been for Palace, Brentford's had an extra weird one. Yeah, they got fleeced.
Yeah, well, they have just signed Otara from Bournemouth, so hopefully that will kickstart their seat. That will kickstart them. Obviously, the whole situation with Johan Wieser, whether or not he'll go to Newcastle.
Hmm. But you know what? I think it's inevitable for clubs like Brentford and even to an extent clubs like us. The minute that you start to step up to the so-called cartel sixes they're now being called, they're going to say, do you know what? We'll have him. We'll have him. I mean, we're seeing it. United fans are saying that Adam Wharton wants to move. Why would he move to Man United? Yes, big club, big history. But
It's the first ask of Robert Sanchez as he saves a Chris Richards effort. So now looking to launch a counter attack, but it's blocked off the halfway line by Tyrick Mitchell. First chance of the game for Palace. It hasn't taken long. Sark touches the ball just into an empty space there. Mateta was looking to push on.
commentary was saying that Sanchez made more of it than it was.
He usually does. He usually does. I don't know what it. He makes some real meals out of his diet for some reason.
You can see why Brighton were happy to sell him to them. I don't blame them.
They are Brighton's best customers.
Very true.
To replay on Sky Sports with the free kick. No one really in an offside position. I'm not gonna lie, would Munoz might have gotten to that, but free kick to Chelsea just inside Palace's half. UK Pat says, why would you appoint a coach that has never had a role as a manager? That's a good point, Pat. It's a good point. I was surprised when Brentford.
Do you know what? No shade to Brentford when I say this, yeah, but
Interception there for Eze.
who is realistically going to want to take that job that's available? Like, you're not blessed with resources. You don't have the biggest of squads. But yeah, hiring Keith Andrews is diabolical work.
Huge. And Chelsea can defend, but the ball is going to be brought back here. It's a free kick to Chelsea in a very dangerous area, just outside the box. Will Hughes brought down. Referee took a while to come to that decision. Will Hughes having words with Cucurella. I'm not sure Cucurella wants the smoke. You don't want that smoke. He's got in heavy on Will Hughes there. He's not touched the ball. He's collided. His boot has met just the bottom part of his shin. And we have a very great chance to take the lead off of the world champions here with a dangerous free kick just ahead of the 12-yard box.
Yeah.
Crystal Palace, who did finish first in set pieces and corners, goals that being goals scored. So this would be our bread and butter for a team that once rarely scored from corners and set pieces. We can now kickstart this. Ja Pedro, Chalobah, Reece James, Ad Chimpong in on the line. In the wall, Eze looks to be standing over this. He fancies it.
Let's go!
Here we go. Yeah, thanks for the spoiler there, Nate. You did say no spoilers, but thank you for that.
Sorry, just too excited. Sorry.
Eze. Great free kick. Ibarra Eze on what could be his final game for Crystal Palace kicks off Palace with a thunderbolt of a free kick. And it is 1-0 to Crystal Palace. The man who won the FA Cup is the man who starts the season for Crystal Palace.
Tim Davis, facts. Absolute facts. Hopefully it stands on like last season.
Yeah, I'm only on 13 minutes and 20 seconds as it stands, which is why I'm going to be not looking at the chat if there is a goal and trying my best not to listen to my co-host. They are checking for a possible offside. So they're looking for interference in the wall. This would be Mark Gahey.
Oh my days.
The goal has been disallowed. The Score will be corrected, guys. Unfortunately, no goal.
Caicedo, you soft touch. Again. How does this happen? Again. Oh my goodness.
An absolute joke of a decision there. So, what we're saying, jostling in the box for a set piece isn't allowed. What a load of absolute. Screw it, that's a load of bullshit. I don't give it. I don't care. I don't care if it's 2:15. Bullshit.
Start the season away in West London. Eze scores. Same result.
So what we're saying is, in the last 2 Crystal Palace games that I've watched, I've had 2 blatant VAR calls go against us. First Alexis McAllister and now Moses Caicedo. Dickheads, man.
Earth Extreme, it was disallowed because of an alleged foul on Moises Caicedo. As soft as anything. Even the commentary, who are heavily Chelsea biased, are saying that. Ridiculous. Absolutely ridiculous.
$15 minutes just gone. Well, we're just coming up onto the 70th minute. Chelsea 0, Palace 0. A goal disallowed after an alleged foul on Moises Caicedo by Mark Gahey denied Ebere Eze his first goal of the season off a brilliant strike just outside the 12-yard box from the free kick.
And I've just seen who the ref is. Darren England. Why does it not surprise me?
Good interception there by Will Hughes. Pass is just a bit too far for Ebere Eze to reach. Goes up for a Chelsea throw. Good tackle there by Munoz. Ball with Sarr. Mateta just can't get through. Wharton plays it over to Mitchell. He plays it back to Gahey. Now over to Eze on the halfway line. Good run there by Eze just to keep possession. He finds Lacroix. He threads it through to Wharton. Plays a 1-2 with Sarr. Good ball. Mateta! It's a save by Sanchez. Great shot there by Mateta. And the press very much on with Palace here as Cucurella has to kick it out. But it's been deflected away for a Chelsea throw rather than a Palace throw. But yeah, great pass from Lacroix to thread it to Wharton, who played a 1-2 with Sarr. Finds Mateta easily. But Sanchez gets down well. Davey says, I'm 100% certain if that had been Palmer for Chelsea, then it would stand. No, you better believe it. You better believe it, mate. Animal says, people misuse the game is gone, but that is the perfect application for it. Yo, you're definitely right there, Animal. The game's gone. You can't jostle and barge in free kicks now. Seriously. Ball now with Chalobah. I did see a funny tweet this morning saying this game will determine who's going to be our annual Chelsea loanee signing. At the moment, if Chalobah wants to come back, I don't mind. Fill the gap if he does go. Tim, to answer your question, the price has actually been quite high. Actually, Mitchell, from what I can see here, Mitchell's playing quite a high line, staying parallel with Gahey, who's pushing up a bit more. Sarr and Eze are pretty parallel to Mateta as well. It's it's decently set up, and Chelsea are having trouble with this. Ball now with Gittins, Palmer gets a shot off, but it's high and over the bar, and Henderson will get a free. Henderson will get a goal kick. Well, they're giving another replay of the now disallowed goal. Okay, so apparently there is an official reason for this not being disallowed. It wasn't initially the push. It's the fact that when the ball is struck, Mark Gahey is within a meter of the Chelsea wall. Now, how in the hell are you measuring out a? Oh, I was about to do the big one there. How in the hell are you measuring 1 meter? Huh? What a joke! I said I was looking forward to football being back. 22 minutes in, I might be rethinking that. Chelsea for corner just as we enter the 22nd minute. As Neto has a shot, but it's just deflected off of Wharton's back. Jeffers saying, hearing Rory Jennings say Palace, quote, robbed of a perfectly legitimate goal by a pathetic decision by VAR. If Chelsea supporters can agree that the goal should have stood, why can't the referees? Because they're inept. Trust me, I could get some of the regulars at my pub I work at who can referee games better than the Premier League does. Centimeters now dictate games. Forget about tactics. Oh, you better believe it. So goal kick for Palace taken quickly. All headed down there by Sarr. It's got to be a free kick, and it is foul being brought back on Reece James. And Caicedo goes down easily. He thinks he was pushed down by Eze. And it is the first yellow card of the game, which will go to Chelsea's captain, Reece James. And the Chelsea fans giving Sarr his just rewards as well. Right, another free kick. They're standing over this one. Wharton alongside with him. And they will go for it, and it's caught safely and easily by Robert Sanchez. Neto, great turn of pace there from Pedro Neto. Corner kick there. Neto's pace. I mean, Will Hughes is not winning that pace battle with him. And Mitchell does well to get across to help out. Persian urging some noise from the Chelsea fans in attendance today, and the Palace fans return that by saying, "Sit down, shut up." Oh, I do love our fans. Corner comes to nothing. Foul on Will Hughes by Bino Gittins. Ball is brought back for a free kick in Palace's half. Halfway through the first half now, still 0-0 between these two London teams. Again, Ebereeze did have a goal, but it was disallowed due to Mark Gahey being 1 metre within the Chelsea wall when the ball was struck. Now, find that in the rule book, please. You can find that in the rule book. Well done. Ball being flicked on here. Headed back towards Lacroix. Ball now with Chris Richards. Quick pass there from Wharton. Ball now with Mitchell. Lacroix. Out to Richards. And back. Oh! Ooh. Yellow card for Daniel Munoz off of. Whoa. Wow. He, he collided with Cucurella with some force there. Both players going for the ball there, so it wasn't any malice. But wow. Cucurella with his head down, and he collides with Munoz's hip, it looks like, to the side of his head, but both players are okay. He is quite good at making Trent look like that. You're right, Davey. So 2 yellow cards in this game now, one for both teams. Funny enough, same position as well. Okay, sorry, you're right. All fouls on Cucurella count 34% less due to the hair flicking. Tim says, Tim likes the fact that the game is physical. That's what we need. I think we are. I think we're outdoing Chelsea on the physicality side, which is good to see. Push here by Chelsea. So now with Palmer out to Gittins into the Palace box and out. Still not a bit dangerous. Caicedo sends it high and over, and it is another Chelsea corner here. Corner comes to nothing for Chelsea, but ball still with Jamie Barno Gittins. Can he get the shot off? He does. It's into the feet of Chris Richards, and Trevor Chalobah urges the fact that his shot at point blank range has come off the boot of Mark Gahey, but it really hasn't. I don't think it has. We're going to get a close replay of this here. Ball comes off of. No way. Surely not. No. It doesn't as well, Chris Sutton. It doesn't as well. Goal kick for Palace here, taken. And this took too long on this bloody routine that they keep doing. Chelsea have found a way through breaking this goal kick routine that we seem to do. We pass it out to a defender, pass it back to Henderson, and then he kicks it. Just kick it, for crying out loud. Will Hughes now entering the Chelsea area here. Ball now with Sarr. Munoz is free on the other side. Taking too long. Hughes tries to find Mateta, but it's not high enough to get through to the French striker. Ball now still with Wharton. He's barged over. Reece James has got to be careful. As they will try and dispossess Enzo. Don't give that, ref. Don't give that. Free kick. I mean, don't give that free kick. Haran taken very, very quickly. Ball now with Eze. Munoz. Half an hour gone. Still 0-0. Ball now with Mateta. Good pick up here. Munoz flying down the right-hand side flank here. Brought down. Ball still live. Chelsea free kick here. As the Palace fans lambast there in England with a chant of "You're not fit to referee." And it looks like it's a yellow card for Jean-Philippe Mateta for the foul on Achimpong. Ball off for a Chelsea throw near the corner flag. And the boos ring loud from the Palace corner as Cucurella is taking this one. Palmer getting in closer. He's marked by Wharton. Oh, but it's a howler. It's a howler. He throws it off for a goal kick. Oh, dear me. Oh, I think Scratch wants me to turn the mic down on the Palace fans because Richard sends the ball forward. This is going to be straight back into Chelsea possession. Correa will pass it back into Caicedo. Achimpong now on the ball. Now to Enzo. Animal says, can't help but be worried about how physical this game is now. An injury to Munoz or Mateta or something, and we're cooked. I think it's more so the yellow cards on them. Free kick to Chelsea again. Decision going the wrong way of Palace. It's light. You're right, Spiritual. I think the Palace players are quite frustrated with this referee. As
Understandably so.
You're not fit to referee chance. Ring up again from the Palace corner. Pedro Neto standing over this, as is Reece James. 35 minutes played. Neto. Easily handled. Ball out. Back to the halfway line. Will be played back to Robert Sanchez. Correa. Finds Neto. But Lacroix is equal to it. Correa to take this throw on. Actually manages to throw it to a Chelsea player this time. But the ball is intercepted off Palmer. He's dispossessed. Free kick to Palace. Warden. Switch to play. Looking to play Mateta in. Ball will be found back to the Chelsea defence. With just 10 minutes to go in normal time of the first half. Right all over is the song choice of the day from the Palace fans. Would be quite interesting to see how this game develops, as it is the current Conference League champions against another London team who are entering the Conference League. So could be at the end of the season. Could be. I will stress a third London team winning the Conference League this in this season. If West Ham did it, Chelsea did it last season. Could Palace do it? And I will say, after 2 weeks' time, when we have completed our 2 legs against Fredrikstad, I am certainly looking out for a fixture that could say Shamrock Rovers versus Crystal Palace, because I think that will be an interesting one for me, especially given I support both teams, so that's going to be quite a fun one. But it would be nice to get any Irish team. Wouldn't be the worst away fixture I've ever done. So, a Crystal Palace kick off here with just on the left hand side here. We'll look to send this in. All is good. Oh, Lacroix just can't get a boot to it. It'll be a Chelsea goal kick. Nate, are there any games you're looking forward to this season, apart from the obvious clash that will be against a team from the South Coast? Any other games that you're looking out forward to? Teams that you're impressed by?
I was impressed by Sunderland. I got to give them their flowers. They were very good yesterday. Granted, against a poor West Ham team, but you got to beat what's in front of you. So, not trying to diminish what they did. Fulham, them robbing Brighton of 3 points in the dying seconds was hilarious. I'm sorry, but let's call it as we see it. It was priceless. But I think Fulham are in trouble. because defensively they looked all over the place yesterday. They were just lucky Brighton didn't finish their dinner. I'm more excited about the Conference League, to be honest. Granted, we are in a playoff, so we can't count our chickens before they've hatched. But should we get into the league phase, then, I'm excited for that because it's going to be a chance to see us in Europe, albeit not the competition we should be playing in, but the decision is the decision. It is what it is. We can't change it. Man. It's one of those where I'm more worried about us this season. I don't really want to focus too heavily on ops. I really want to see us make a good go of ideally the Conference League. I'm not saying sacrifice the league for the sake of winning in Europe. I'm not saying that. But I would prefer us to be ambitious in the Conference League, but try not to just completely tank the league and then have to scramble to stay up, towards the last 10 to 12 games of the season. Ideally, we should be competent enough to go as far as we can in the Conference League and compete in the Prem. The domestic cups, it'd be great to win another trophy, because winning's addictive. Winning silverware is addictive. But,
It's so strange to actually now have the sentence, it would be nice to win another trophy, as opposed to win a trophy.
Yeah, but hey, look, winning's addictive. Winning's addictive. What can I say? I mean, we've seen our club lift 2 pieces of silverware in the last 4 months. So
start pushing on here. He'll come in. Free kick.
2-0 Forest, by the way.
Thank you very much, Nate. Let's see who's. Oh, it's their debut. So another debut goal in the Premier League, this time through Ndoye. So 2-0 to Notts Forest. Brentford, okay. I need you to do the business. I need them to come back.
So that whole law that disallowed the goal, yeah, I understand that I think they changed it a few years ago when teams were trying to put a wall in front of a wall. But when have you ever seen that enforced? And then that absolute prat of a referee last season, after the fact, saying, "Oh yeah, I should have disallowed the goal." No, you really don't say. Oh my days! But look, let's keep it a buck. If somebody had offered us 0-0 away at Chelsea first half, we wouldn't be mad at it. But to have gone 1-0 up from a well-taken free kick and then have it snatched back, okay, letter of the law, correct decision. But if that's the other way around, it's never scratched off. I'm sorry. It's never scratched off if it's a Chelsea goal. But Darren England, I forgot how much I don't like this referee.
Pagan.
Huh?
Pagan. He's a pagan. I'm going to use Tim's favorite word. He's a pagan. Star Lobster says, F Forest. You're goddamn right. Delta says, as we saw in our preseason, having a B team doesn't mean they've gelled enough to compete to win, and Chelsea have enough players for a C and a D team. You're certainly right about that. As a disallowed goal on opening day again.
Nicky, when you get a chance, you need to look at this image I just sent you, because the West Ham people are going mad.
Oh my god,
bro!
I'm putting that in the groups.
You have to. It has to be done. Oh my days, that is crazy. I just seen that on Twitter and I was like, bruh, what is going on? Like, I get it. Losing 3-0 away, losing 3-0 to a newly promoted team, it hurts. We know how that feels. But that picture is wild. That picture is wild.
Oh my, right. as we're about to enter added on time in the first half.
Oh my days.
They're just showing this Forest goal. Second Forest goal. It's a good diving header. Kelleher's done nothing to even try and save that.
Now you see why Liverpool took the money they did.
I think Kelleher's a class goalkeeper though.
No, he is. He is. But he was never gonna dislodge Allison.
Oh god! Oh goodness! No way. Well, now with Sarr, 4 minutes of added on time. It's a big cross, but it's not going to come to anyone.
UK Pat wants to know what's the picture of Nicky. It's West Ham fans attributing Graham Potter to what we used to call Roy Hodgson. Put it that way. But it's a little bit more red hot than that. But that's the camera friendly description I can give you.
Yeah. It's 3-0 to Forest. Apparently. I've just gotten a goal alert on SofaScore. So it's a very, very good day over at the City Ground. They've got 4 minutes of added on time as well. No. I'm not sure how I can describe it myself. I will see if I can post it on Twitter, and we'll see. It's Chris Wood who's got on the goal for Forest, so they're now 3-0 up against Brentford. Chris Wood on a double. So if you've got him in FPL, you're having a good day already. Chance here for Chelsea, and Richards will head it off. Ball falls to Palmer, which well over by Kukurea.
Is the letter C involved? No.
No. Pat, I'll see if I can post it on Twitter, and you'll be able to find it. Brentford in shambles. It's bold to go with Keith Andrews. I think with the amount of managers that were available to go
it's suicidal is what it was.
Oh no, Kelleher's had a mare. Chris Wood just takes it right round him and kicks it into an. Oh, you don't have to. Unfortunately, Pat, you're going to have to. Yeah, chance here. No, ball just. Caicedo was just ahead of the ball for Eze. That would have been definitely 1-0. Throw on as we'll enter the last. This will probably be the last play of the game or the half. Sorry. Richards, long throw. Sanchez off his line, way off his line. Eze on the volley, but it doesn't come good. Eze again tries again.
Wow.
And
Sanchez punches Mark Gay in the head, and the referee says,
"Yeah, I'm just seeing that now. We're just getting the replay of this now." So Sanchez comes way off his line. He's just trying to get a fist onto the ball, but he's just the back of his fist just hits Gahey.
That's crazy. How that's not even a foul, bro.
Hang on. No, I don't think he's going to get sent upstairs.
VAR reviewed it as well. Oh my days.
Yeah. So that is half time. 0-0 at Stamford Bridge.
It shouldn't be, but apparently these new rules are being enforced What coincidence it's against us again. First game of the season. Got nothing of the ball. And they're saying it should have been a foul. No, VAR is not on purpose. That's disgraceful.
A VAR disgrace has certainly happened. So that's VAR going up against us twice now, because that should have been a penalty for Palace there. Tim, I did not see the Morecambe news, but I'm gonna go have a look, because I did want to actually keep an eye on this news. So give me a second. Hopefully, it's good news for Morecambe, because
It is. I've just seen it. I've just seen it.
Is it good news? You're gonna have to tell me.
Yeah, the National League can confirm that following a meeting of the Club Compliance and Licensing Committee earlier today, the takeover of Morecambe Football Club by the consortium known as Punjab Warriors has been approved.
There we go. That is good news. So that means their suspension will be rescinded, and they'll be able to play football. That's very, very good news for Morecambe, as they're experiencing a nightmare situation with their ownership, as are other teams in the Football League system. Sheffield Wednesday, one of them, Hull being another as well. At the moment, though, in West London, just down the road from me, it is Chelsea 0, Crystal Palace 0. Abera Eze having a goal disallowed after Mark Gahey was judged to be within 1 metre of the wall when the ball was struck by Eze to deny us an opening goal. And, well, it seems that officials just love denying Palace their just rewards. Oh, dear me. Oh, dear me. Refs are atrocious. Wonderful ref. Oh, indeed, indeed. Radio commentary said that Glasner was animated. The halftime talk should be interesting. I think he will be happy with how well we've actually played, largely because of our physicality and the way we've been able to actually dominate in parts of the game. But so far, we've been able to hold strong in the midfield. The defense is well managed as well. It's just a case of just trying to find those final chances, just trying to get those final chances in and finish them off. Mitchell's crossing once again to be desired, so it's not great. The robbing of Palace just doesn't end, does it? No. Gaurav, big up to yourself, says how that free kick didn't stand. Crazy VAR. Sean, big up. They want Chelsea to win. Big up Colin. Great first half, lads. Robbed of a goal again. Dominated chance and the game, in my opinion. Let's go again. Second half goal was coming. Gaurav predicting a 2-0 win for Palace. Animal said we've been better than these bums. You have Sheffield Wednesday. I just hope they don't get John Textor in as an owner. Mate, I wouldn't wish Textor on anyone. I wouldn't even wish Textor on them lot from the South Coast. That's how bad he is. No one should have that cowboy. When you've got almost every single club that you own or your group owns protesting against you in some form or fashion, you know you've got a problem there. I think Fogo fans weren't happy with him. I think Texas tried to change the name of Molenbeek. They weren't happy with that. Leon obviously, their troubles have been well documented and have even come to affect us in the large run. Spiritual, you're right there. I think our players were starting to lose their heads. They do need to be urged to calm down. I do agree with you there. 2 yellow cards for Mateta and for
Munoz.
Munoz. So yeah, I'm just
But
going to listen to the.
Nicky, just
the
quickly, Reece James, very lucky not to have been sent off.
Yeah, here we go. So it's Law 13. When there are three or more defending team players form a wall, all attacking players must remain at least 1 meter from the said wall until the ball is in play. That's come from the Pro League Match Center.
Yeah, I think it's very, very loose, but letter of law, they had to disallow it.
Hang on. Sorry, I'm just listening to what the I was just listening to the pundit board who were just talking about the disallowed goal. Both Michael Richards and Roy Keane say it is very, very controversial, but they're following the letter of the law right down to the very letter. Tim says, honestly, if the business was even marginally better, trading Textor for Johnson as to put Palace in line for transfer of the summer. Well, there are even rumours that Josh Harris is looking to take Woody Johnson's stake in the club. So that's going to prove to be interesting with how that story develops, or if that's just a nothing story in of itself. But we'll have to see how that develops. No, I haven't posted it yet, mate. I haven't posted it. Uh, Ed can see why it's allowed, but that's bloody annoying. It very much is, man. It very much is. Colin says he can see Sosa coming as he has better crossing, but can he defend against this pacey Chelsea attack? He's not got Neto. He's not facing Neto on that side, so he's more so up against who is on the other side of Chelsea? It's Bino Gittins. Exactly, Graham. Yeah, full on. Went up for the ball off of a free kick. Goes to clear it, and his fist full on collides with the back of Gahey's head. No penalty. VAR. It went up to VAR. It was checked, but nothing given.
Of course not, because they looked at the club badge and thought, "Oh no, it doesn't matter. Carry on."
Oh well, Foster's are bringing back the good call ad. That's good. I enjoy those. No, it'll big up to you. Can you see Eze going to either Arsenal or Spurs? I think he's gone to Spurs. I think that deal's done. It's in place. It's just got to be a question of. I think it's just they're just crossing the T's and dotting the I's, as the saying goes. I think it's pretty much done deal for them.
I don't think so.
Yeah, you don't think so? You don't see him going to Spurs?
No, I could see him going, but what I'll say is this: Tottenham have had ample opportunity to get the deal done early, and they've sat on their hands and done nothing. So we realistically have the right to turn around and say, you missed the window to get him for the release clause, and it makes no sense to sell him for less than the release clause. So that 55 million figure that's bandied about makes no sense. He's still got 2 years left on his deal, if I'm not mistaken. So why would you sell your highest valued asset for less than a release clause? It makes no sense. So
But it is 55 plus add-ons.
no, but hold on. That doesn't make any sense because the release clause was there for that exact purpose. Nobody took the bait. So 55 million pounds, whatever about add-ons, that doesn't hold water to me. We shouldn't. This is the one problem we have, is that we're crap at selling players. We're good at buying players, but we're crap at selling players. Our record sale is still Wan-Bissaka. Let that sink in for a minute.
Mm-hmm. Yep. Jason says, why would they let him play if the deal is done?
Correct.
Good point. Gaurav saying Eze will stay. Palace will demand 100 million for Eze. Therefore says he agrees with you, mate. Colin, however, says, I think it's more waiting on us getting a replacement in first, or that they are still short in valuation.
I hear that, but Colin, logically speaking, we should have the replacement signed already. Whatever about Europe, get the players in the door. Whatever competition we're in, fair enough. Do deals early. Keep the manager happy. What's the one thing we've all been sat here worried about all summer? Glasner getting unsettled. Because last season we sat on our hands in the transfer window and only just about got the likes of Lacroix in the door. Even in January with Esse, more or less sat on our hands. This is why I'm so critical of Steve Parish, people. I don't want to be attacking the man who's given us the only success we've ever had in our history, but he and the Americans need to be more proactive. If you're more proactive, the fans get off your back. Pause, just in case. There's no need for us to be so angry and so frustrated with our activity if we're getting deals done early. We've got space in the squad. We've got rid of Deadwood this summer. Plange, Abue, Holding. Who else? There's been a few that have left that we're all sat there thinking that's useless wages off the wage bill. Granted, they don't all add up to be millions and millions, but they all add up to save a bit of a change. But somehow, some way, we're not able to sign players. Nah, I'm sorry. I don't agree with it. I think it's crazy.
Sean says Parish won't sell, knowing him. Tim says, unless a bunch of that money is up front. Colin says, that's what they may have bid, which clearly is why no deal has been agreed. Parish is doing great, sticking to what we want. Tim says, if it's 65 million with add-ons, with 45 mil up front, that's a deal Tim said he would at least consider. Animal says, if Noni Madueke is 50 million, Eze is worth 70.
Facts.
Glasner matters more than anything, says Colin.
Correct.
No question about that. Nate says, Tim, slow on business. Very frustrating. Animal believes Glasner's gone at the end of the season anyway. Jason says, it's criminal that Parish hasn't sold these players already. If the goal is buy low, seek high, it means you have to actually sell. Jeffo says, doesn't this window seem to contradict the idea that we are good at buying players? I think you're right on that one. The money that the big clubs are checking on is laughable. When it comes to our players, they want them on the cheap. It's pathetic on their part.
Yeah, Durfez, I hear you. But what I'd say to that is, under Dougie Freedman, we were good at getting value for money in the market. Now he's gone to that second division Saudi Arabian team. Ian Moody may as well be Doris the Tea Lady.
Well,
our lack of forward planning is criminal.
I will say, I think Ian Moody is only a consultant at this point. I think we did have somebody else who's actually handling negotiations.
That makes it worse. There should have been somebody brought in way ahead of time. The fact that it's just a patchwork job, it's not good enough. I'm sorry, it's not good enough.
Ed says we always do our business late, but we're not the only ones this season. That's right. Fulham are another Premier League team who are doing business late on. The teams are just about to head out for the second half. I understand we're deciding where to spend most of the budget on, which players we want. I guess players will arrive 100%. It's negligence for Parish at this point if Dahy and Eze are sold. It says we're missing Dougie. Jason says, I have zero confidence that Parish can find players to replace any sold players at this point. Parish has zero ambition. Second half about to get underway. at Stamford Bridge. No half-time subs by any of the teams.
Ed. That comment's a bit crazy, I can't lie.
UK fans, half the time I think Parish's heart is too in it, in my opinion, when it comes to keeping and selling star players.
That is
Colin,
true.
we need to get the HF to do a banner to back the manager. I think the fans know we don't always need to rely on the HF just to show a manager that we want to keep him, obviously. But obviously banners are always appreciated because it's very much in the eye, it's very much in the peripheral vision. But Glasner, I think, feels the love that the fans have for him.
Mm.
Tim says, we haven't been good enough again this summer for sure. My hope is, however we end this window, it's done to meet Glasner's wishes. That's exactly what I want. And Ed, just as I'll start focusing back on the game, the big old shout of Eagles. Again, no subs made from either side. So it's the same lineup, which I'll take you through again. I'll just give you Palace's lineup because so it is Henderson, Munoz, Richards, Lacroix, Gahey, and Mitchell. A midfield two of Wharton and Hughes. An attacking two of Farr and Eze right and left, and Mateta up front. On the bench, Benitez, Rama, Klein, Venny, Cardines, Edouard, and Romain Esse. So no Daichi Kamada. He is of course injured following the Community Shield. He pulled up with a cramp. That's obviously turned into something a bit more serious. Of course, no Eddie Nketiah for the next few weeks.
What a surprise.
He's dealing with an injury. No Mateus França just yet. He's just returning to training, I believe, soon. I think we have seen Decore has returned to on-grass training.
Chaddy Riyad as well.
And Chaddy Riyad as well, but they both are a long way away from returning to...
Nick, just a quick one on França. I personally have said it's not worked out. But Sean messaged me this morning. Shout out to you, Sean. And he was like, I'm still going to back him. He's our player. And I hear that. But for me, for the amount of money we've spent, we haven't seen enough from him. Yes, injuries happen and he has been unlucky, but he's walking into that Nathan Ferguson territory of injuries. And unlike Ferguson, he cost us a fair bit of money. So what are your thoughts on it? Because Ferguson was a free transfer. You're like, yeah, that's nothing. That's not a big loss. But France
doing this for what? Just around about 20 million?
Do you know what I mean? Like he costs money. So I want it to work for France. To be clear, I'm not saying get rid of him. I'm not saying he's not good enough. But the amount of injuries he's picking up,
it's another yellow card for Palace. It's Will Hughes collecting another yellow card. Shirt pull on Caicedo. Hughes knows what he was doing there. Maybe giving... I think it will be Justin Devaney. He'll be brought on very soon for Will Hughes here. Just so we've got 3 players in the book now with a long half to go. Back on to França. It's difficult because it's just the injury history, and it just seems to be that one recurring injury to his leg and to the groin. And I think it can be said that he is entering that old Johnny Williams window, and he's joining Ferguson and Williams in that conversation of how many times are you just going to get injured, mate? I think because the Premier League is such a physical league, and because we have to train for that, it does mean if players aren't going to be up for that level of fitness or that level of physicality, I think a loan, which was what was supposed to be predicted for him, yeah, I think
Yeah,
loan him out
Tim here
season.
saying, remember that we got lucky with Ferguson, Nate. Went to tribunal, we ended up paying less than 1 million. But did we get lucky with him? Because like he was made of Weetabix, for Christ's sake.
He was chancing for Palace to kick on.
I'm not even being funny, Tim. I hear it. We didn't have to pay West Brom a whole heap of money, but like it wasn't even worth paying under £1 million for him. It just wasn't. Castrol Palace saying we needed depth no matter which European competition we were placed in. Should have brought in a minimum of 2 more players before August. 100%. Absolutely. Absolutely. But then again, people, there are those on Twitter that defend Steve Parish to the hilt. And the minute you call him out, they're automatically looking to take your blood.
Given away by Wharton. Luckily flicked on by the back of the boot from Will Hughes. Palace find themselves back in possession. Wharton in possession. He'll find Eze, who leaves it brilliantly for Mitchell to run onto. But Neto's pace causes issues there. It's a good cross from Mitchell. No one on it. It's cleared off by Chalobah. There's the replay here. That's brilliant. I think we're gonna struggle. If Eze does indeed go, we are gonna end up struggling to find a good replacement who's going to work well with Mitchell, because that move just now was indicative of just their style of play gelling well together. Decision given against Chelsea. Bino Gittins being penalised again. Still no yellow card for him as he pulls back Munoz. So a yellow card given to Hughes for the exact same thing is not a yellow card for Gittins. Mitchell tries to find Sarah Mateta. Ball's just nowhere near. And then we'll find Palmer. Out to Gittins. Richards chasing. Well, now with Reece James. Now out to Neto. Followed closely by Eze and now Mitchell, which has left James unmarked. Chelsea averages knock the ball about trying Chelsea in the Palace fence, which is holding strong at the moment. Richards as well. Palace happy just to sit back, wait for Chelsea to come to them. No high press developed in this move. Gittins just manages to keep the ball on and go up against Munoz. Now Sarr. Palmer will try and maybe look for a cross here. Gets free. Low cross. Henderson manages to punch the ball away. Chelsea throw. First substitution of the day is going to go with Chelsea, and it will be Jamie Bino Gittins brought off, and it will be Esteval brought on, signed from Palmeiras for 29 million.
Be nice if we had options off the bench, but oh wait, we've got Steve Parish as chairman.
On to Palace. Just coming up in the 55th minute. Gittins came off for Esteval, Willian Esteval. First Chelsea sub. Oh, and Caicedo makes a meal of it, and the referee does actually well. I'm actually going to be praising Darren England. The end is nigh, ladies and gentlemen. Moises Caicedo does his very best drama acting class. Flies all over the pitch like he just hit that sweet chin music. Just little contact on the foot of Caicedo, and he flies about the ring like he just got hit by the Stone Cold Stunner. Always just being held up. Oh, he's alive. He's walking. Look at that. Well done. Yeah, you diving. Ed, Tim, you're both right there. You're both right. So, Henderson sends the ball forward, headed down. Miscommunication there between Mitchell and Eze. Esteval coming up against Margay. He finds a way through. And it is going to be a free kick to Chelsea off a foul by Abera Eze. And wouldn't you believe it? It's another Chelsea player down.
Lineups for Man United Arsenal are out.
Don't care. Not our game.
Arsenal have gone strong. Can't even lie.
And it's like a high foot by Eze on Reece James. Free kick for the home team. So it's Palmer and James standing over this. And this is the first time I've heard the Chelsea fans after 57 and a half minutes. This is the first time I've actually heard them with an actual chant. Now, can we actually measure if Cucurella? Can we measure if Cucurella is a meter away, please, Mr. Referee? Yeah. Oh, here we go. So he's actually sprayed down a meter line. So why wasn't that done?
Yeah, where was the line for our free kick? Facts.
Oh, Chris Richards, are you okay? Chris Richards, get that man an ice pack right now. Get that man an ice pack right now. Oh my God. Oh,
Right in the knackers. Right in the knackers.
Jeez. Was it? R.I.P. Chris Richards. R.I.P. Get that man some gas and air. Get him some water. The ball's come up off of his face, so it's knocked him in the nose, and then it's gone down. I wouldn't wish that one on anyone. That's a bad one. Is he busted open? I think he is. I think Richards had a bit of a nosebleed there. Spiritual, yeah, spiritual and Tim both saying Richard's taking one for the team. Oh, someone apologise to Chris Richards' girlfriend.
I wouldn't be mad at this, but I don't see it happening. I'm not going to lie.
What's that?
I've just seen on Twitter, granted, major pinch of salt.
Go on, come on.
Crystal Palace, Tottenham, and Newcastle all want to sign Atletico Madrid midfielder Conor Gallagher.
Yeah,
You
if
know
you
what I
believe
mean?
that, you're an idiot. No, I'm sorry. If you believe that, you're an idiot. You're an idiot. Sorry. Anyone
Yeah.
who believes that, yeah, damn fools. If you think we're about to go get Gallagher. Enough of that. Enough of all of this.
Especially paying 50 million euros for him. That's
Ketra saying, oh, at least Chris Richards already had one kid. Yeah, that's it. Yeah, Philip has seen that. It's 3-0 to Forest. Chris Wood and Dan Ndoye, goal scorers there at the City Ground. Still though, on the hour mark, it is 0-0 with Chelsea and Crystal Palace. Nato on the ball for Chelsea. Munoz in close. So was Sarr. Chalobah cross. And Chelsea corner off of Tyrick Mitchell's clearance. Animal says you can see Gallagher going to Newcastle. Bit of light. Seven corners for Chelsea now. And Crystal Palace's 0. Goal kick. Which is showing why he is United States, why he is US material. Why would you bench Benjamin Sesko, man? Why are you signing him for that amount of money to bench him? United, man, you lot are idiots.
it's what they do, man. It's what they do. They only wanted Sesko to stop him going Newcastle. That's the only reason they signed him. Yo, animal.
Animal. Shots
Whoa.
fired. Shots fired. United, US men's national trash.
That
Damn.
is wild.
I don't know if you're watching or listening along, guys. But the Palace corner on the 63rd minute with a rather lovely rendition of "Fuck UEFA." What a lovely chant that is.
A certain journalist making it all about Nottingham Forest's owner when it's literally all about UEFA.
Well, it is part of the chant.
I know, but he's solely
It
focusing on
says,
the
"Who
whole
should be the
Maranello.
subs coming on for Glasner?" I will say it will be Hughes coming off for Devaney. I could see Mitchell coming off for Burner Sosa. Um, I don't think we need any subs in the defence. Chelsea really in the ascendancy here, really pushing.
If you're Glasgow, Nicky, do you take off Mateta or a yellow?
No. If we had Nketiah, yes. Considering we don't have him, no. Keep Mateta on.
I don't want to risk him on a yellow card though, because Chelsea are looking to get him sent off.
It's not had anything to do in the half. So I keep him on. We've got more goal scoring chances with Mateta on than anybody else. Mitchell does well to avoid the sliding challenge from Correa. First real. Sar's gone looking for that. Sar's gone looking for that. No way. Get up. He's gotten his feet twisted up. Sar just doing too much there. Chance here for Chelsea. Palmer into the box. Esteval sends it over. But a strong Chelsea chance there. Mitchell, I think, has got more tighter to him there on that one. Yeah, Tim, we very much are on the back foot here. Chelsea have had, for the last 20, 25, 26 minutes, have had most of the possession, most of the chances. We've really sat back. We have defended well, I will say. Our defence is doing quite well, but no real big chances like we had in the first half. Wharton will send in the free kick. It's over to the left-hand side. Comes to nothing. I mean, Wharton defensively has been great. Passing has been great. Just on nothing else really to say about Adam Wharton today. Chance here for pass to break. Interception. Eze saw Sanchez off the line, was going to go for it. Instead, he's off the rebound. He's found Munoz, who will send in a good ball here. And it's off for a corner. Our first corner of the game comes at the 70th minute. Jefferson Lerma will be the choice, will be the first substitution of the game. He will be coming on for Will Hughes. So Will Hughes a good showing, first start of the season for him in the Premier League. Lerma, who scored at Selhurst Park against Chelsea with a cracking effort. I think it was 2 years ago.
Yeah, 2 seasons ago. His first and only goal for the club so far.
Mm-hmm.
What a goal it was as well.
It was indeed. Eze's corner. It's not good. Ball kick given to Chelsea. Taken quickly by Sanchez. Mitchell's the only defender back. As well, just to head it up, just to allow play to allow the other defenders to get it back into position. But with Palmer, 20 minutes of normal time to go. Still 0-0. But with Reece James. If they're saying the sub makes sense for discipline, it's add a bit more oomph. Thanks for saying thank you, Ty. Yeah, Ty did very, very well just to hold up play there. Sado over to Chalobah on the right flank. Anderson off the line to collect the ball because Cucurella was running in. Throws it out to Tyrick Mitchell. Just manages to keep it on. It's not a great ball, I won't lie to you. As Reece James elects to pass it back to Robert Sanchez. But does well to get past Sarr. It's now a battle of pace between Neto and Lacroix. Free kick given. Neto making a meal of it. No surprise there. João Pedro will be replaced by Liam Delap. Chelsea's second substitution of the day. Don't forget, guys, to please like the stream, share it, subscribe if you are new to the channel. We're bringing you plenty more live streams this season. Ricky, get back to be taken here for Chelsea. Reece James. Send it in. It's headed straight out by Mateta, it looks like. Munoz goes down. That should be a foul. It is a foul. It's a yellow card shown to Esteval. Clash between the South Americans. Exactly, Castro. Neto holding his right ankle because his shoulder was pulled, and Munoz got his left foot.
Somebody saying it could be a red card. He didn't get the ball. I'm only listening to it, but that's what somebody who's watching it said to me. What do you think?
It's a reckless challenge. It happened. It hasn't been given a replay. It doesn't look like it's going to be. Doesn't look like VAR is going to intervene here. Yeah, it happened far too quickly for me to even actually get a good, clear view of it. So I'm pretty happy with just as it is on the on field. Poor ball. Mitchell's got to do better. He just gives the ball away. Off from Eze for a Chelsea throw on. So Chelsea's shots on target, not good. No shots on target since the 3rd minute, compared to our 2 on target from outfield play. That is. Good look at the ball around by Palace. We'll send up to Mateta, who's on the halfway line now. Ball with Eze, who'll switch the play. Munoz has to recover the position, but he's ball just given away to Neto. Wind might have taken that ball just a little bit into the Portuguese winger. Ball now with Cucurella. Well tackled and dispossessed by Adam Wharton. One of the more better performances from the Palace 11 today. Lerner tries to find Mitchell, but it's deflected out. The ball now still with Lacroix with Palace. After Chris Richards, just about 14 and a half minutes, 13 and a half minutes to go until added on time. Not really been as active a half as much as the first half. We've not been able to put a physical stamp on it. Mateta will get a shot off, and it will be safely collected by Robert Sanchez. That's 3 shots on target now. A goal at City Ground, which will mean it is 3-1 over at Nottingham. Scored from the penalty spot. It is Thiago. Three goals to 1 at the other game today. Correa to Palmer into the Palace defence, but still recovered. Richards does well. Always rely on Chris Richards to win his aerial battles. Achimpong has not done well there against Mateta. Munoz can take it off of him. Throw on to Palace. Good chance if we can get this move underway. 12 minutes to go. Another substitution for Chelsea. Looks like a double change. Santos and Gusto are the choices. Enzo Fernandez will yield. And Reece James will yield as well. Surfer says slight improvement in expected points compared to start. We are doing better than average. Pick up Thunder Road says good to see the 2 brothers. Hit the thumbs up if you haven't already, guys. Yes, thank you very much, Thunder. Big up to you, mate. Yeah, I think this is the first time in a long time that Nathan and I have actually been on the same stream together. Hopefully it won't be the last. Long season ahead of us. Throw on taken. not really come to anything there. Eze will knock the ball back in. Sanchez off the line. Easy collects. And he's distributed the ball quickly. And back from Henderson. Lerma is the only sub so far. Yes, Tim, you are correct on that one. Haven't really had the need for anybody else, to be honest. I would have thought Devaney would be a choice. I kind of do need Devaney to come on for my FPL. That would be nice, please, Plasma. Help me out there, please, mate. Don't give that. For God's sake. Animal says we've been good, in all honesty, organised and kept it tight. Pause. Ten minutes of normal time to go. 0-0. Nate, would you take a 0-0?
Considering Darren England is doing all he can to give Chelsea the win, absolutely. He's been Chelsea's best player. But then again, when you play against 12 men, what do you expect?
Good point. They're on to Crystal Palace. Don't forget, guys, we are bringing you plenty more videos this week here. I will tell you about them in just a minute. As Eze manages to fire a shot off Robert Sanchez, who pushes it over the bar. Palace have a second corner. Great find from Lerma to find Eze. Maybe could have found Tariq Mitchell, who was running in unmarked, but he decides to go for the power shot, and Sanchez can only push it over the bar for a corner kick here. Late chance here for Palace. As they takes. It's headed out. It's cleared by Esteval. Palace throw. So yeah, guys, coming up this week will be obviously the review. Chelsea review coming up. Chelsea vlog away. Away vlog will be coming out as well, guys. Tact Eagle, hopefully, our first ever European game. A preview for that as Ibera Eze is coming off. Ibera Eze coming off for Justin Devaney. And a huge, huge round of applause for Ibera Eze. Perhaps playing his last game, but that remains to be seen. Justin Devaney, the Northern Irishman, the man who won the Community Shield with a blistering penalty. Throw on taken. Oh, it's fumbled. Headed down by Lerma. Could have left it for Munoz. This is better from Palace in the closing stages of this game. Which is exactly how I said this game would go. Thunder Road says Nate looks knackered. Big up to him. He's still here. He's still here. He's listening into the game, not watching it like I am. Unfortunately, now TV is a pagan back home. Throw on for Chelsea. So, guys, the schedule this week. I'll bring it up for you. So we have Chelsea match reaction tomorrow. Tactical will be on Tuesday. On Wednesday, we will have a Fredrikstad preview. On Thursday, no watch along, as all of us will be at the game. Well, all of us, that being except Nathan, obviously.
Oh my days, Tim. That's diabolical.
No, I don't think any. I think everyone's going to be very, very careful when because I will be eagle-eyed. I'll leave. To watch out. So yeah, Thursday, myself, Dan, Rich, JC, Chairman will all be at Sellers Park for our first leg against Fredrikstad in the UEFA Conference League playoff. Friday, match reaction for Fredrikstad. Saturday, Nottingham Forest preview. Sunday, we will be there's Forest games, so obviously the guys will be at Sellers Park for that one for the first home game of the season, and I will be back with you this time next week Sunday for that game. Even though I thought it was on a Saturday and I got my days mixed up, so it's a good thing I didn't. So pretty much, we can assure you 7 days of content. Actually, 8 days. 8 days in a row of content from today onwards until. Yeah, it is 8. Yeah, whatever. You know what I mean. Content. Watch it. Like it. Subscribe. Delap has a chance.
If you'd offered me 0-0 outside of the whole controversy and our goal, I'm snapping your hand off. Because at least it's not starting on an L.
I swear it's just been nothing but draws against Chelsea since Glasgow.
Yeah.
I'll have a look. I'll have a look when at full time. I'll have a look and see what the previous meetings are. Delap and Lacroix having a bit of a physical battle there. Palmer dispossessed by Lacroix. Corner for Chelsea. Blue shirts arriving, gold shirts holding.
Star Lobster 4, is this gold kit our official away kit then? I imagine so.
I think what we're going to see is a new kit unveiled on Thursday. I think we're going to have a special European kit.
Well, ideally it has to be because the gold kit could arguably clash with Wolves' kit. Arguably. I'm not saying it does, but arguably it could.
Well, it will, but then we'll just wear the home kit. Malo Gusto on the ball. Late push here from Chelsea. Gusto sends it right into a rose head. Good Lord. Somebody catch that up in the Matthew Harden stand. Good Lord.
You probably sent that down the King's Road.
I don't think we'll see much time added on. Okay, sorry, he salad that, yep. That's going to be the official term now. He salad it, yep. Some say that penalty is still waiting to come back down to earth.
Yeah, those penalties of the Community Shield were awful. Oh my days!
Won't they just? I don't think his penalty's landed yet, mate. I think it's still orbiting the earth. He said
I'd say his penalty is having a race with Jason Bunting's penalty away at Tottenham.
Yeah, that penalty is still not coming back down to earth just yet.
If you know, you know.
If you know, you know. If you
That's a
remember, you
proper
remember.
throwback to anyone who's
Oh
been
my God.
supporting Palace before 2015.
Oh my God. And yeah. Lap has a shot. The first shot on target for Chelsea, and it's only taken 89 minutes and 45 seconds. The Lacroix makes a bit of a mistake on judging that ball as he tries to head it away from the lap, but it's into the safe hands of Dino. Easy save for England's potential number one. Late push here by Chelsea. Here's Palmer. Sar gets there. Sorry, I was about to say Lerma. I'm getting my numbers mixed up. Go on here, Chelsea. Yeah, Henderson wasn't bothered at all. Have we had an announcement of how much time has it been over?
Six minutes of added time.
Thank you, Nathan. Yep, 6 minutes of added on time. There we go. Thank you.
And you can attribute that to Chelsea's love of hitting the deck and time wasting. The world champions have the time waste against little old Crystal Palace.
Nate, I know you've been listening on, but if you were to choose a man of the match, who would you choose there?
Good question. I would probably aim at Adam Wharton because he has pretty much kept that Chelsea midfield busy. And if he's 65 million, Manchester United, then you have an eyesight problem because he's making the world champions midfield look like they're from the dog and duck. It has to be Adam Wharton, in my opinion. But if people think I'm wrong, no problem. But for me, I'm saying Adam Wharton.
Guys, put in the comments who do you think is your man of the match today? If you've been watching or listening in today,
Animal agrees with me. I see that.
Yeah, Animal says Adam Wharton as well. I'll give you mine. I'll give you my player of the match at the end of the game. Just about 4 minutes of added on time remaining. Abir says, "Why isn't Henderson wearing a cap? Is the sun is in his face?" Oh, he Salah'd it again. It's another Salah. As Enzo Fernandez holds his head in his hands. Is that Andre Santos or Audrey Santos? Because if so, Nathan, we've got a running joke with the family. I didn't know Auntie Audrey plays for Chelsea.
There you go.
Okay, so it says Chris Richards is his player of the match. Jonathan says Eze.
Well, Nicky, I'll give Andre Santos his credit. He'd make a hell of a GAA player.
I saw what I said. A very good Chelsea rugby kick there. Yeah, that'd be a great one. That'd be a great one for Gaelic football. I hate when commentators do that. Like, oh my god, it's nothing. Henderson had that completely under control. As a Santos header off a neat little cross, I will say, it's a neat little cross, but Henderson has that all the way. Neto's done very well to find him, but it's Hendo, mate. It's Hendo. Devaney, just couldn't bring it under control. As we enter the last 2 minutes. Says Nate, thanks for keeping Nicky awake.
No problem, Earth. This just in, there's a fire drill at Stamford Bridge. The world champions are having a fire drill at home on the first day of the season. Crazy.
There's still a fair few fans in their seats now. I'm not seeing a lot of people leaving.
No, the commentary is saying there's people leaving. So it might just be close to where they are in the stadium.
Maybe. I don't see a lot of people leaving myself. Okay, okay. Now I see it. Now I see it. Oh, wow. Oh, wow. Yeah, it's the upper stands more so. Uh, yeah, main stands emptying out. Shed end emptying. Oh dear. So just under a minute to go.
Nick Nurse. It looks like him.
Under a minute to go. It's full time over at the City Ground. Notts Forest have won 3-1.
I swear this is the 76ers coach, Nick Nurse.
Again, with just under 30 seconds to go. Chelsea in possession of the ball with Cole Palmer. I'll have a look at that. I'll have a look at that in a minute, Nate. A last second corner for Chelsea.
And there we have it.
And that is full time, ladies and gentlemen.
0-0.
First game of the season is done and dusted. We have gotten a point away from home after a very controversial performance from the referee. Eze's goal again disallowed due to Mark Gahey being within 1 meter of the Chelsea wall when the ball was struck. An absolute bullshit rule. But other than that, let's talk about Palace. Strong defensively, a well gelled team is pretty much the exact lineup that we would expect.
Mm-hmm.
Shame that as a goal was disallowed, but we have marshalled our midfield and our defence extremely well. First half certainly had more of the action for Palace as opposed to the second half. Chances were taken, but obviously just couldn't find that breakthrough after that disallowed goal. But there we go. My man of the match, Ebere Eze. He had the measure. He made the measure of the chances that we had. A bit of a quiet game from Jean-Philippe Mateta, as a pretty much running the plays and such. But that takes nothing off of great performances from Wharton, from Hughes, Gahey, Richards, Henderson when he was called upon. Lacroix, I think, has done very, very well in frustrating that Chelsea front line. So yeah, it does. I do see where people are saying it feels like 2 points dropped for us, but we were equal. Yeah, yeah. Anyway, guys, I won't stick around this time. Thank you very much for joining us. As I said, tomorrow we have the Chelsea match reaction. Then on Tuesday, Tapped Eagle is back, and we will have that going ahead for Fredrikstad. And then Wednesday, with a guest, we will have our preview for our first ever European game. History will be made on Thursday night as myself, Rich, JC, hopefully Dan and Chairman will be at Sellers Park for that game. So watch out for the fan cams for that one. No watch along for that one. Friday, we'll have the match reaction. On Saturday, next week, Saturday, we will have the Nottingham Forest preview. And then on Sunday, at Sellers Park, all the guys will be there. And then I will be back here on the channel. I'll be bringing you most of the live streams this month, actually. So, so I've got Forest and Villa live streams coming up, guys. So thank you very much for joining me in the chat. Thank you to all of you. Please make sure you have clicked that like button, you click subscribe, and you've shared out because we are so close. We are on the precipice of 3,000 subscribers. and that is all down to you guys. Nathan, thank you very much for joining me.
No
Have
problem.
a lovely, enjoy the rest of your weekend, guys. We will see you all on any other day than next week because there's a lot of content. We're all very, very busy. Stay tuned to the channel as well, guys. Hopefully, maybe in the early hours of tomorrow morning, we'll have the match vlog out. But otherwise than that, Nate, as ever, up the palace.
Eagles!